You are now listening to a member of the Disney Podcast family. Head over to Disney Podcast Family on Instagram to see all the latest posts for this show and links to other great Disney podcasts.
Hey, I'm Ray Parker. Played Darth Maul in The Phantom Menace and Solo, A Star Wars Story, and G.I. Joe, Snake Eyes, and you're listening to Disney Universe Podcast.
We would be honored if you would join us.
To infinity and beyond!
I'm very popular, y'all!
You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
But you have heard of me.
I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing. That was all started by a mouse.
We have made it the day we've been waiting for so long. MouseCon 2023 out here in Bay Area, Concord Plaza Hotel. We are right here smack dab in the middle of the atrium area of the hotel. Very cool. We're with our buddy Leo. We're right below the celebrities here. This is our take 2 because I'm an idiot, but you know, that's for the Patreon.
I haven't seen you in so long.
Exactly right. So it is myself, Alex, and Sean. What's going on?
Hello. How you doing, man?
Doing pretty good now. We had a little recording snafu. We had a rehearsal recording.
Yeah, just practice. Yeah.
Yeah. So
practice makes perfect. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
But like I said, we're here. We've had a great weekend. I just again want to shout out Leo. He's here representing the NorCal Disney Enthusiast Facebook group, and it all started with Walt. And a great Disneyana group. There's local chapters wherever you're from. If you're not in Sacramento or Bay Area, just come out, say hi. Always a great time to come.
It's weird I can actually say that now. That
yeah, I know, right?
My area.
Exactly.
Kind of crazy.
But we're going to be doing some clip shows. We're going to be breaking out a new little segment called "What's Brewing" with Cole and Smooth.
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
So it's
going
going
to be brewed beverages, coffee, and beer.
Yeah, exactly. So. We got some vendors right around here. Got some awesome cosplayers. There's the mayor from Nightmare behind us.
Courtney and Kelly
of Neverland Clubhouse.
Hello. Hey, guys.
Hey, how's it going, ladies?
Good. Yeah. Kelly doesn't have a voice today.
I don't know. Is that Lock, Shock, or Barrel's voice you're doing right now?
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll say it's Shock.
Mr. Sandy Claus?
Yeah.
Mr. Sandy Claus.
Let's draw straws.
So before we even got to
karaoke.
Oh yes. Oh my gosh. Oh, she tore up the. I won't say. You know, all the podcast princesses.
Yes, we were the podcast princesses.
Yeah. So before we kind of get on to MouseCon, let's just talk about. This has been a whole weekend for a lot of us. We started off at the Walt Disney Family Museum. Myself, Sean, the ladies. It was your guys' first time visiting.
Yes, it was.
And so, of course, I got to ask, what did you guys think?
You were there earlier, weren't you? I was there at the program yesterday.
Oh, Leo was there at the Cats and Dog program.
Okay.
Oh.
Really, really good. The Sherman cousins were just as funny as the Smothers Brothers.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
They were really funny.
I didn't realize that.
Nice. But what did you guys think of your first visit?
We just went and saw the museum part of it, and it was beautiful. I'd never seen it before, and it was just made me cry. Yeah, lots of times.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. But yeah, just everything that has to do with Walt, Roy, the building of Disneyland, anything, that story, just makes me cry, and I just love it. So.
Awesome. What about you, Kelly?
I loved the model of Disneyland, all the moving parts, the train, the Carolwood train that he used to ride. I loved that. I loved the last room. I got to be in the room alone because everybody else was still going through in the museum, and it was just a really cool moment. I'm really glad that we finally got up to the family museum.
Very cool. And Sean, this is your second time.
It was, but it was cool. Like I said, the first time I went with some kids were there, so we kind of like were rushing through. But like I did that the first time I went. I was in the room by myself like 15 minutes. Yeah. Like there was no one around. I'm like, this is just the coolest thing to take all this in.
And like I was saying before, you have the things you can take time to listen to the people speaking and stuff. I didn't realize that the model of Disneyland was they call it Walt's World because that's everything that he was a part of. So every single thing in there was something that he had a hand in. So I thought like anywhere from Space Mountain, his version of Space Mountain, Haunted Mansion, which obviously he wasn't alive for those, but still his idea. So I thought that was cool. I thought that was the coolest part. The Carolwood, I lost my shit the first time that I saw that. I'm like, holy crap, is that real? And the lady's like, yes. I'm like, yeah, but it's cool. You could spend a couple days in there, I think, if you read everything and listened to every one of those things.
Oh yeah, easily 4 or 5 hours.
Oh, for sure.
Nobody checks out the tabletop video.
Yeah.
Audio in the gallery before it's miniature.
Right. Yeah. I sat in one spot and it was like, I don't know what part they were. I was just sitting there like this is comfy. And it was like they were filming. It was like it was for Snow White when they were coming up with Snow White.
The early,
Yeah, but it was so cool.
We got Ray behind us, Ray Skywalker. So. And then also, that was my third time. I feel like every time you just notice something different because there's just so much to take in and everything. Plus, they had the cats and dogs exhibit. We didn't see it, but it looked pretty cool. But also that night, Alex got something very fun going on at a local brewery, what we called the MouseCon Pre-Funk. What did we do last night?
We were funking. We were funking real good. Down at
funk.
Give up the funk. We were very happy to, I guess I wouldn't say invited. I reached out to them, but the good people at Epidemic Ales were very gracious in having us kind of take over their regularly scheduled karaoke programming. And we had some awesome Disney karaoke fun last night. Big shout out to Epidemic Ales, to the KJ, Nicole. She did an awesome job and, made it so easy for us all to put in songs. Great selection of Disney music as well. I was very surprised. Grim Grinning Ghosts and Yo-Ho, A Pirate's Life for Me, were in the karaoke Rolodex. So we'll definitely be doing some Disney karaoke with them over there again at some point. And then I also want to shout out my friend Jess, is a Disney friend I had made through years ago of Instagram time, and back when Disney used to have these awesome 24-hour days. She just so happened to be celebrating her 30th birthday in the theme of death to her 20s.
Yeah, that's
so we
awesome.
had a nice mix of Disney and death. I caught it right in the middle with my Haunted Mansion garb, but we had a blast. So definitely big thank you to everybody who came out. Everybody who may be listening to us for the first time and met us out at Epidemic Ales, thanks for joining us here. We just love our Disney, love having fun, and love having some libations while we get to enjoy those things together.
Yeah, like I was saying last night, that was ultimate Disney adulting for sure last night. And a special other shout out too to Epidemic Ales, because when you came up with the idea, you were going to reach out to a number of local breweries, and they got back to you quick.
It was my first choice.
Yeah,
Didn't have to go any further.
Exactly, and it all just made sense, and I'm sure we're going to do that again real soon. So that was definitely a blast.
Beer slushies are great.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I don't like beer, but the beer slushie, game changer.
Yeah.
Yes, and that flight board that Sam and Nicole were holding was pretty impressive.
And it was like $18.
It was like a yard of beer.
It was nothing. Yeah, I'm like, okay. But it was so much fun. I'd say probably 80% of the songs sang were Disney songs.
Yeah.
Maybe even more. But I mean, it was pretty cool.
Disney because of Guardians and Marvel. Everything like from 80s to 90s music is so Disney now. So.
Well, and I totally forgot until right now that we need to post the final round of our Disney Parks draft. When you brought up Guardians, I didn't think about it.
Who won?
I will be looking in just a second. Actually, no, I meant to do that while we were at the brewery. That's what I'm saying. That expired yesterday, and I'm going to post the other one today. So for y'all listening, it's going to be in hindsight. But hopefully you are following all of us and you know and have voted already. But, little background, we did an awesome Disney Parks draft with everybody on the Disney Universe Podcast YouTube channel and our audio podcast feed. Neverland Clubhouse, Walt's Apartment, Where in the Park. We put that to our Instagram feed for you guys to vote on your favorite of the parks. And we are now going to have the championship going. So
let's go.
I hope in hindsight you're listening to this saying, dang, Alex, what are you doing, pre-funking and MouseConning and not putting the votes up.
Yeah.
But as soon as I put this microphone down, that's what's happening next.
It's a lot to do.
And again, shout out to the KJ. When you guys were talking, she was saying how successful of karaoke is, but last night was just off the hook. Just everybody was a good vibe.
They're in costumes and ears.
Yeah,
this is so
awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
So we got...
Who else we have here?
Oh, we got Jen Diz. Yeah. We got Scott, Disneyland Nerds, just showing up, greeting each other. So we'll try to get them in here real quick.
Right. I see a Na'vi. I see Captain Hook. I see Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey.
Saw that Avatar, dude.
Yeah, he's right there.
You could throw a rock and hit a cosplay in this building.
Yes.
But I do not advise throwing rocks in the atrium.
No.
Or at cosplayers in general.
Yeah,
that's... Or at concerts,
Just or ever, really. I mean, it's really not cool to throw
unless
rocks.
you're stone skipping. I saw that on
Well, that's
ESPN 8 The Ocho. They get some good jumps on. Donald meeting Donald up there?
Donald, yeah.
Oh, yeah, looking at that. Amy O'Neill. I forget his name. John
Pretty
Morris
cool.
is Andy. So we
Mickey,
got...
Sorcerer Mickey?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So cool. So let's, I guess, get on with the clip show. I got the SD card in, and it's recorded this time.
Good.
So no take 3. And what are you guys looking forward to, or what have you enjoyed seeing the most? I'll start with the Neverland Clubhouse ladies.
Well, I'm excited about the panels we're gonna see. There's a Haunted Mansion panel at 1, and at 2 there's Adventurous Ideas going on, and then Tony Anselmo. I'm looking forward to seeing what he's got to say, the voice of Donald Duck himself. So
yeah, and I got to shout out I forget her name, but she was last year's child cosplay contest winner as a bride. She's Ember from Elemental, and she's holding Wade.
She's holding a bag of water with eyeballs, and it's Wade.
It's so cute.
She's going to win. I'm saying she's going to two-time winner.
That takes it. That detail takes it.
Yeah.
I've seen so many things like gender benders, and there's a Prince John out there.
Shout out Pamela.
Yeah, and Hades I saw. So good. So I can't wait for the costume contest. Lots of small shops. I got some ears, light up Christmas ears to wear to the park. So it's been a wonderful day so far.
Awesome. And plenty to come. What are you looking forward?
I'm excited for Adventurous Ideas. I know a recent episode of Walt's Apartment Podcast, I got to know Adventurous Ideas, Jerry, Andrew, and all their history with Disney and fandom and Star Wars, and just excited for the, for lack of a better term, the adventurous ideas they're coming up with, just new, exciting, content and things for us to listen to as big Disney fans we are. We love the things Disney's doing, but I think it's about time we've got some new ideas and not just recycling old IP. So I'm excited to see what kind of stuff they're up to.
Yeah, absolutely. And for myself, just being here, Steve and the crew here at MouseCon, allowing us to do this again, just have fun, be ourselves, and do this. But I think my favorite part is just the found family that we're just hanging out with all weekend is just amazing. As cool as this convention is so far today, nothing could beat hanging out with you guys and everything, and our friends that are wandering throughout. We have a scavenger hunt of our Disney friends that are vending, they're acting, they're voicing, they're trying to sell tattoos. So that's awesome. But yeah, we're going to be doing some clip show stuff here, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And let's go. Let's do this.
Hello, we are Walt's Apartment Podcast, and we are joined here today with the podcast princess Samantha. Hi. And our good friend Alex.
Hey.
And we are interviewing Matt today. We are at MouseCon, and it's a super fun day. And we want to tell you about Matt. How's it going, Matt?
Going good. I'm just a tattoo artist from Vacaville, and I work at Anchor Tattoo. And I specialize in Disney tattoos, and just love going to the park, watching all the movies. Just gets me inspired to do tattoos. That's what I like to do.
I'm sorry. Is your name Matt Robinson or Kendrick Lamar? Because you're being real humble over
I was just going to say that, Alex.
Artist? What's going on?
We are literally standing here surrounded by Matt's art, and it is freaking amazing. We have anywhere from Star Wars to freaking bluey tattoos. Like, I mean, let's just break this down. It's amazing.
Christmas Carol.
Yeah. I mean, his wife is here as well, and she sells some pretty legit, like, handmade art that Podcast Princess, Sam, and myself bought scrunchies for our kids, and they're super cute.
I got an awesome bag. It was a Princess and the Frog bag with Ray and Tiana on it last year as well, which she loves using.
Yeah, Matt and his wife don't play. So, Matt, tell us who your favorite Disney character is.
So, favorite Disney character? I mean, it's kind of hard to say favorite, but I would say any of the classic, like black and white, like Mickey's,
yes.
like Pete. I don't know. I guess Pete would be up there.
Yeah. Big L, did you hear that? Pete's his favorite.
Yeah. But I used to love Max from the Goofy movie, but then now watching it as a kid, adult with kids, Max is kind of not the best to his dad. So it kind of changed my opinion.
Yeah, he has some spunk in him, for sure.
Today's keyword is perspective, children.
So what's like, if you were to say like your favorite black and white Mickey production, like what would it be? Like, are you a Steamboat Willie? Are you...
I mean, that definitely goes to like the most popular one, you know? It's always a classic, good one.
Silly Symphony.
Yeah, Get a Horse.
Solid.
I mean, I like when his first word is hot dog, you know?
Yes!
So that's a good scene.
So good.
But yeah, just like any of those are good.
Yeah.
So.
And Disneyland is your home park, yes?
Yeah, Disneyland for sure.
Hear that, Sam? Disneyland is his home park.
I know. That makes me sad. I am a Midwest girl, so I go to the East Coast parks.
Yeah.
So Disneyland being your home park, what is your favorite attraction?
So favorite attraction, I love Pirates, Haunted Mansion, but like roller coaster, I would say Big Thunder.
Hell yes!
But yeah, I can't.
Yeah. Princess Sammy is wearing The Mountains Are Calling today, and it literally has like thunder, space, and splash written on her shirt. So cute.
Yeah, but we go there for the food, so.
Okay, what's your favorite Disney snack? As I see Alex getting so excited, right? Oh, wow, I wish they could see it. So good. Holy. Some villains. Okay, sorry. Favorite Disney snack. I thought that Alex was drooling about Disney snacks, but it was really the tattoo. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, snack tattoos. Tattoos?
Snack twos.
Yeah, snack twos. Yeah. Okay, favorite snack.
I always have to get the pickle.
Solid.
And then, like, churro toffee is a good one to go.
So
but the
good.
price keeps going up and up on it.
I think we're at like $4.75 for the churro toffee now. It's kind of sad.
I heard
$7.25.
Yeah, it's like
it's actually
Let's not talk
taking
about
over
it.
Bitcoin as a new currency. In 2027, I will be paying for everything at MouseCon in churro toffee.
Yeah, solid.
If somebody's buying like multiple pieces of churro toffee, they have money. So.
Yeah, no, solid. All right, guys. So we are with Matt with Ink Infusion. Hit him up.
Where can you be found on social media?
So I have Instagram at mrtattoos89, not Mr. Matt Robinson. And then also on TikTok, same thing, mrtattoos89. Facebook, just Matt Robinson Art. And yeah.
Awesome. And while we're at it, where can we find your beautiful wife? Because she is so talented. So I don't even know her name. I feel really like an ass right now. Kayla. But Kayla, we're not videoing, but we would love to know where we can find you as well. Okay, here's Kayla. She's super cute. And they have matching shirts, Kayla and Matt. Oh my God, so cute. Oh, and Finn. Oh, he has a Mickey Mouse. Okay. Kayla, where can we find you?
I have Rory Lou & Co. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. Hi, we're back, and we are joined today by Magically Made Studio. I just knew her name was Haley. She sells these amazing ears that I just got a pair of, and Sammy, the podcast princess, and Alex.
I have not gotten ears yet, but I see a lot of amazing magically made things here. I'm kind of enamored with these. It looks like notebooks made out of old little golden books.
So cute. So Haley, can you tell us what you're offering here at MouseCon today?
Yes, so I have recycled Disney books, I have golden books, regular notebooks, planners, scrunchies, ears, wire ears that light up, and some keychains that are also sanitizer holders, and bookmarks. So I have a lot of variety here going on to offer for everybody.
So we just scored a pair of her wreath ears that light up, and they are so comfortable and weigh nothing. And Podcast Princess and I have big heads, and the ears hurt our heads, and these do not. They are so fabulous. So can we ask you, what is your favorite Disney character?
My favorite Disney character will have to be Stitch.
Solid choice. Okay, why? What brings that?
Stitch is just, he's a bad guy, but he turned good, and, there's a good ending to every story.
I feel like Alex is coming over because he has something to say about that.
Oh, no, I love Stitch as well. I'm just looking at all the different ears. I mean, you got some deep cuts here. I love the porks. The Kevin ears right behind you are amazing.
Those are my favorite.
And the chocolate bar. Oh, my God.
I'm telling you, Haley is legit. Haley, what's your favorite Disney? Well, are you a Walt Disney World girl or a Disneyland girl?
I'm a Disney World girl, except I go to Disneyland more often than Disney World. So I have to say my favorite ride in Disneyland is definitely Indiana Jones for sure. But if we're talking Disney World, Mount Everest, the ride, that one is, Expedition Everest, yes, top ride for sure.
Oh my gosh, Sammy, I know you have something to say.
My heart is just so happy because everybody's always Disneyland, and I am from the Midwest, so I go to the East Coast parks. So you just made my heart super happy.
Yes, I have goosebumps because Sam has met her best friend and life friend. I am no longer that person anymore. Okay, Haley, you have so many people looking at your booth right now.
Is this a small?
Yeah.
Oh my.
No, that's the golden mug. Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Oh, sweet.
No, but there's still not that much.
No, not
like,
at
let's
all.
be real.
But
Yeah.
I was just like, wow.
Still not that much.
Just to elaborate on the golden books in these retooled notebooks, it's the front, the back, but she also included the pages of the book. So not only are you getting this awesome upcycled book, but you're getting a great place to journal, take notes. I'm definitely going to be taking one of these home as one of my new podcasting notebooks. These are amazing.
Yeah.
And I think we'll probably be taking one for a giveaway at some point as well.
Woohoo! All right, Haley, where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Etsy, and TikTok under Magically Made Studio.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi, podcast queen, kings, princesses. We're all back, and we are here with the Art of the Guard. Art of Guard. So good. And we're standing, I feel very small standing here surrounded by this amazing artwork of just, it's like a whole wall. We took some pictures and we will post so you guys can see. Alex is drooling. Sam has goosebumps. It's a whole vibe right now that we're all feeling. So we are going to pass it's my cell phone. I was going to say the mic, but whatever. You guys catch my drift. So you can learn more about this amazing human and what he has to offer. Tell us about you.
My name's Robert Gardner. I signed my artwork Guard for short.
And where did that come from?
It was an artist named Keith Garvey. There was a digital artist back in the 90s, and he signed his art Garv. So I thought
I love it. Yeah, super cool.
Yeah, so this is done on the tablet, on the iPad Pro, using Procreate, and I used the Apple Pencil, drawing at 500 DPI.
So good. What would be your favorite piece that you've done? And is it here with us today?
I don't know. I don't know if I like drawing Gal Gadot. I think I've drawn her more than anybody. So, and it's also right there, that big print.
Yeah, so good. Again, wish we could see.
Yeah.
Show you guys. Maybe we'll take it. We can see. We can see.
And we're telling you it's amazing.
Yeah, so amazing. And where else are you? I know you said MouseCon, and I think you said somewhere else that you typically will set up. Tell us about that.
I do East Bay Comic Con here too, and I do the big shows like WonderCon, and I signed up for San Diego Comic Con next year.
Oh, sweet.
And I got LA Comic Con next month and San Francisco Fan Expo at the end of this month. Yeah.
Yeah, super good.
So my next one's Fan Expo.
Next one, Fan Expo. Make note, people. So tell us, are you a Walt Disney guy or are you a Disneyland guy?
I'm both. Yeah,
Solid.
Disney. I was a little kid at Disneyland and gone there so many times, and it's always you always have to pay homage to the man behind it.
Yeah.
So,
no, for sure. And if you were to have a favorite Disney character, who would that be?
I was when I was a kid, I always liked Donald Duck a lot.
Joey, did you hear that? Yeah.
Yeah. So. So there's so many, but yeah, Donald Duck was my favorite as a kid.
The voice of Donald is over there.
Yeah,
Go pop in and say hi.
Yeah. Let him know. Call it out. All right, guys. Well, we have taken some pictures, and I think our podcast princess even took a video. So make sure that you check him out. Tell us, where can we find you?
Theartofguard.com. That's my website. That's where I sell a lot of my smaller prints too.
Awesome. And do you have like social media at all?
Yeah, it's I'm on Instagram. I'm on. Recently, I just signed up for Threads, and I'm on Facebook. And what else am I on? That's
good.
Yeah,
solid. Yeah. All right, guys.
So I just gotta say too.
Hold on.
We've got something for every fandom here. I'm standing kind of dumbfounded in front of this wall. It caught my eye immediately, this awesome art of Nick Bosa of the San Francisco 49ers. But we got a great Star Wars art that kind of is reminiscent of the vintage Kenner action figures. I'm pretty sure Sean took home this Wanda print last year. Stan Lee, Spider-Man, Back to the Future, Game of Thrones, Moon Knight, Hamilton, Elvis. I mean, there really
Marilyn
is
Monroe.
Something for everyone. So, I mean, I know we're doing a Disney podcast here. And so if you happen to not be Disney and listening to this, there's something for you as well. And if you're listening to this and you're not Disney, I mean, thank you. But
everyone loves Prince.
Yeah,
He's got a Prince art.
yeah, Prince is here.
Yeah,
I mean,
everyone loves Prince.
Elvira is here. I'm
come on.
very much looking at Elvira right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Take that for what it's
Yeah.
worth. Captain Picard.
Yeah.
I could go on and on. Let the art speak for itself. Go check out Art of Guard on Instagram, his website, and pick something else. Pick something up to beautify your space and make you remember why you love fandom and different things that you love in your life, because that's what this art is doing for me.
What he said.
We are back with our lovely Amanda from Where in the Park. How are you going? I can't even talk.
How are you doing, Amanda?
Right now.
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
We're having so much fun. Alex is back here somewhere. Hi, Alex.
Stickers.
That's where we're at. Stickers. So we are joined with Where in the Park. I have to say, I met them last year for the first time at the Bakersfield location for MouseCon. And oh my goodness, like, it's just like a table of goodness. If you have not heard about them, we're going to let Amanda tell us a little bit about what they are doing and what they have to offer, because they really elevate your park experience 110%. So Amanda, tell us about what you have to offer.
Yes, so we have scavenger hunt game packs that you would take with you to the theme park, and you would go around and find the images on the cards that are going to be in the theming of the park. So you don't have to be in line for rides or on rides at all. They're just going to be images that you find as you're walking around enjoying the ambiance of the park.
So good. So I have to say, like, whether we went on the first time we ever used the cards, it was like a super busy day. So we like hung out and didn't do rides. But then the second time I used the cards, we integrated like to keep the attention of the littles that we were with. And I have to say, like, whether the park is busy or the park is slow, as far as like ride times go, it doesn't matter. Like, everyone should integrate, because you're like Disney leveling it, if that is even a word.
You're plussing up your experience.
There we go.
As the Imagineers.
Kindergarten teacher helps and comes through. Yeah, that's where we're at. So tell us, like, your favorite. So are you a Walt Disney World kid or are you a Disneyland kid?
I am a Disneyland kid, and Kevin and I actually met at Disney California Adventure, so that park has a very special place in our hearts. So definitely
So cute.
Disneyland.
I think that's adorable. And then what is your favorite Disney snack?
It's got to be a churro. And if we're gonna go with a flavor, especially, okay, I have 2.
Okay.
But my go-to, like every time it's available, the lemon.
Have you tried the lemon?
I have not tried the lemon yet. I need to get over to the adorable snowman. And try the lemon.
Yeah. Okay. So second, have you tried the lemon?
No, we don't
Is that
have.
what we're talking about? We're talking about the.
You don't have
not
like flavored? Did everyone hear that? Walt Disney World does not have a flavored churro.
Where in the park is the lemon?
Yes! Boom.
So you can find the lemon churro over at the by the Redwood Creek Challenge Trail. Usually is where they have it, or Willie's will sometimes have it as well.
I'm gonna scoot over to the side because this lovely lady is shopping, and I want all the stickers she's probably gonna buy. Okay, so there we go. So did you guys hear that? So good. So what's your second flavor? Because there's 2.
So also during the holiday times, they have like this peppermint chocolate.
And doesn't it have the little crunchy things on it? So you have texture? Oh.
Yes, you have the ooey gooiness of the churro with the chocolate drizzle and the peppermint bark crunch. Yum! Yes.
Yeah. Sam is like, what? Maybe Disneyland is my park now because she needs a flavored churro.
Disneyland churros truly are a whole new world.
Yeah. A whole new world is playing right now. Alex is standing in between us. Sam and I are meeting like churro googly eyes at each other during this. It's so good. Okay, so fun. I think that's it. Where can we find you? Where can we find you?
You can find us at whereinthepark.com and on all the socials at Where in the Park.
All right, thank you so much.
I got one more for you. 'Cause I don't know if we asked about favorite attraction.
Oh, no.
But I know y'all are the park masters looking at every little fine detail. And I'm admiring the stickers you have. So instead of favorite attraction, do you have a favorite image, sign, something
solid.
that you've included in your Where in the Parks packs potentially? That you have, because I have a couple favorites over there.
Yes. Easy question, but it's a good question. My favorite sticker, there is a hologram sticker that we have over here that is the welcome plaque at Disneyland. The Here You Leave Today plaque. That's my favorite sticker. It's actually one of the images in our game packs. So if you have Disneyland Series 1 Pack A, that will be a prize sticker included in the pack.
Would you ever consider doing a garbage can pack?
Yes, however, it is a little bit more challenging with the garbage cans because it is specific to the land, but trash cans move around. So as far as giving the answer, it would just have to be the land. And then if they happen to move things around, like you can't like say like it's in front of Small World, you know.
For those of you who don't know, Nicole has an obsession with Disney trash cans.
Yeah, I like Disney trash.
Did you see that they had a Disney trash can tiki mug just came out? Oak wash.
I did not, but I got an amazing Disney garbage can T-shirt from Walt Disney World by someone amazing.
For a little while.
I do have salt. I have 3 of them. Like, don't mess around. I love them. And every time I go to the park, I take a picture of myself, like a selfie, kneeling down. It's really ridiculous. But we're not talking about me. We're talking about Where in the Park and Amanda.
I like Where in the Park, TT edition, trash and toilets.
Oh, the bathrooms, don't even get me started on the Disney bathrooms. I love them.
I mean, obviously we're not trying to be intrusive getting photos in the bathrooms.
Oh, but I have many.
If we were to do something, there's such great theming in the restrooms, as I know when we did our parks draft. I had to add that in there, and we even did a special episode of around the Disney. I'm totally forgetting. Sorry, Corey, Jungle Cruiser. All aboard the Disneyland Railroad, where we talked about our favorite restrooms in the parks. So it just goes to show Disney does not leave any detail unturned, even when you're doing your duty.
And if you're thinking about park details, that's when you're going to need these packs from Where in the Park. So get yourself some.
Amanda, do you have a favorite Disney bathroom?
I do.
Tell me.
Okay, so my favorite Disneyland bathroom that's also in the Disney Hollywood Studios in Florida is at Galaxy's Edge.
Hands down.
Because it's the one that's by the drinking fountains, because for the women's bathroom anyway, it is in the shape of a square. And so right when you walk in, you can see which bathrooms or which stalls are occupied, which ones aren't, and you have the sinks right there, easily accessible.
Yes.
You never have to wait for a sink. You have everything.
And the water is hot there, and it's always clean. Yep. And it's busy, but always clean.
Yeah. There's always a stall too. Yeah. I've never had to wait in line there.
And they painted it like it's rust. It's just
fun music.
It might be because it's not like the signs aren't in our English.
True.
So people may not know it's a bathroom.
Solid. Alrighty. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Thanks, Amanda. Big hugs.
Hey, we're still here at MouseCon 2023, sharing with you what's brewing, of course. Back with Cole, with the podcast Princess, and we are with Jason Braden of Adventurous Ideas. As I mentioned earlier, is one of the things I was looking most forward to. Had a great time at your guys' panel, but please, for those who weren't at the panel, share with us what Adventurous Ideas is all about.
Well, Adventurous Ideas is a new company that was formed by Jerry Cornell and C. Andrew Nelson, where we do full cast audio dramas with a lot of your favorite actors from Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and many, many, many other famous movies that you guys have probably seen before, but just didn't even realize you saw these people in the movies. We have superhero content, we have drama, we have comedy, we have detective crime stories, lots of fun stuff.
I love the detective crime story vibe
very exciting.
that you guys brought to the panel today.
Yeah, that one's going to be really crazy because it takes place in a time where this kind of stuff really isn't well known, and we don't know exactly how she's solving these mysteries, but she does. And with the technology that was not available back in the day, it makes it even more intriguing to know, well, how does she know this information? You just kind of have to take it on a leap of faith.
Love it. And he did mention during the panel today that you guys have, your hands are full. You're pulling into that pot of ideas and of adventurous ideas.
Yes.
And you've got a lot going on. What has been your favorite project? Maybe one that we know about, or maybe one that we don't know about?
Well, honestly, my favorite one so far has been just the overall arc of the Heroes of Extinction story itself. I get to play a bartender named Chuck who has a bar that where all the heroes go to called the Down Low, and they go to kind of just vent, have a drink, rest from all the superhero work, and they created a podcast for me because I play the character Chuck called The Lowdown at the Down Low, where I actually get to interview everybody that has been on these shows, all the actors, the producers, the writers, everybody, and I get to be the host of the show. So those are all available on YouTube right now. It's a lot of fun. They're free to listen to, and the one thing that I think is really great about Chuck's character, and this is something that a lot of people don't really know, is that he's going to be in every single story that we create.
Love. Yes. Love.
Enter the Chuck-verse.
That's right. No, exactly, yes.
In the podcast, are you Chuck in the podcast?
No, I play myself.
He plays Jason.
Yeah.
So there's a running joke between Jerry, Andrew, and I, because Jerry and I have another podcast that we're working on where I'm doing interviews for Theme Parkology, but the joke is Jason gets the interview first.
That's fair. That's fair. So a lot like when you go to audition for a role, right? And then when you get the role and you begin your homework per se, really deep diving on what that character is going to look like, his mannerisms, all the things, right? His favorite drink, what questions he asks, his, highs and lows. Did you do any of that for Chuck?
A little bit. I got a bit of a background on Chuck. He's an ex-boxer, and he opened up a bar eventually, and that was really about all we knew about him. The East Coast dialect that I gave him was just kind of my idea, and they happened to like it, so I ran with it. And he's just kind of a good guy, He's just he's probably seen his share of bad times in life, but he's there for everybody else. He's just kind of the go-to guy for advice and for comfort when they need some some place to go and chill and just to be with a friendly face.
Yeah. So tell us, what is Chuck's favorite Disney ride?
I'd say Chuck's favorite Disney ride is probably going to have to be Pirates of the Caribbean.
Solid.
Yes.
And if Chuck goes for a snack, what snack will he go for?
Always going for the churros. Always.
Is that a Jason or a Chuck?
Yes.
All right.
Chuck might have to be my
Churro
new pseudonym.
Chuck. Oh my God. Yeah, that's perfect.
Churro Chuck, that just happened.
That has to, it's got to be a T-shirt now. We
Yeah.
got to make it part of our merch.
Hashtag
Yeah.
Churro Chuck. You heard it first.
Like Winky from Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Yes.
But instead of spinning beers, he's spinning churros.
I mean, I think so. You heard it here
Sunken
first.
City Designs.
Did you hear that? That's happening. All righty. Well, like we said, we are joined here today with Jason from Adventurous Ideas, and thank you for spending time with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, wait, just kidding. We need to know where to find you.
Oh my gosh, that's right. So obviously adventurousIdeas.com is where you can find all the content for our upcoming projects and the stuff that's available now. But I can be found at www.jdbvoices.com. That's Jason, D as in David, B as in Braden, voices.com.
Solid. Thank you.
All right.
We're still hanging out at MouseCon. This is Sam, and we're with Rick Law now. So, how are you, Rick?
I'm good. Hey, thank you guys for having me on the show.
So Rick is up here with, what's this section called?
This is the guest area. I don't really know another name for it.
He's sitting with all the cool, famous people.
Yeah, I really think.
Guests.
Yeah. So I think we're all like a little speechless because we just came from another interview. And as we said before, we're really trying to focus and celebrate those who are here with sharing their magic with us. And he has some amazing art sitting here right in front of us. We'll make sure to take pictures and follow up with you guys. Yeah, so good. So Rick, tell us a little bit about maybe a passion and what you do.
Okay. Well, my passion is probably what I do is my art, and I've been working with the company since 1993. I started out doing the covers of the VHS and DVDs is what most people recognize my artwork from. So I did that for like 15 years, and I did a lot of them. Like I worked on a lot like 101 Dalmatians and Lion King 2 and Mulan. And
what was your favorite of the VHS releases that you did?
Probably, it's hard to say because they're all unique and individual and have different experiences in doing each one. But when people ask me that question, I tend to lean towards Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas because it was the first time that I was officially allowed to do Mickey for the company. And so I got to do Mickey, and then I didn't know that they were going to make Happy Meal toys out of it after the fact as well. So that was a huge platform, and very honored to get to do that. So yeah.
Oh my goodness! Did you see out in the lobby? They actually had Happy Meal toys for sale, like original, like when they did that Disney. And I believe the Christmas ones were in there today.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I went back to purchase, and they were already gone. I should have jumped on it.
No,
a fun little trinket for the office.
We've been here the whole time, so I don't even really, when I do this show, I rarely get to see the rest of it, and it's probably a good thing for my wallet that I don't because everything that I have here from the show would probably be gone.
Yeah.
So filled my house.
Awesome. So what are you currently doing? So we know you had an amazing journey with the VHSs. Mm-hmm. What came after?
Well, after that, I moved to Disney Publishing in 2008. And we went and built the schools in China called Disney English. I consulted on Shanghai Disneyland. I started working with some of the legends. I did some documentaries. I became the creative manager for Disney Learning. A whole lot of stuff in that time, the last 15 years. And then kind of since COVID, changed a whole lot of stuff for a lot of people. I started going back to kind of really drawing again because for a long time I was managing a lot of other stuff. So a lot of people started asking me during COVID, will you do commissions? And I said, sure. And so we started doing that, and that's been kind of a regular thing since COVID is kind of drawing characters and stuff for people again. So just spreading Disney magic that way.
Do you lean towards a certain character since COVID that you enjoy drawing, or like when you're just really needing that pick-me-up, what your pencil kind of tells you what character to draw?
No, and oftentimes I have no clue what I'm gonna draw. I've been doing some live streams on Whatnot every now and again, and people ask me to draw different characters, and so sometimes I go on there. I have no idea what I'm gonna draw when we come on the show.
Does it make you nervous?
No, it never makes me nervous. It's just, but people come in and And then if I choose artist choice for me, it's always I choose obscure characters, probably ones that don't get enough love, like Johnny Appleseed or something. But those will just sit around for a while because, not many people remember even Johnny Appleseed. Right. So I try to bring those older characters back to life. Right. So
we're all about the deep cuts over here.
Yes. Many of the shows.
Yeah, we do a lot of them. And at this show, I've been surprised because a lot of people have come by and buying some of those older characters here. Yeah. So it's been good. So
that's kind of what this event, I notice, MouseCon in particular, like people do come for the rare or older. Like we're all looking for what brought the memories for when we were children versus what the current and now Disney brings. We're looking for what, we're diving deep for those memories.
Well, and I know the promoter, not only at this show, but I also know Disneyana Fan Expo that happens down in Anaheim, that they have, I think it's like 75% of the show has to be vintage stuff as opposed to new stuff. So so it still kind of keeps that nostalgia alive. But still, there's a mixture a little bit. You see here, we got some Star Wars going on and some other kinds of things. So yes, but it still leans towards that because it's it's a bit of an older crowd.
Right.
So
yeah, we are. It's okay. Okay, so let's talk park. Okay. Are you a Walt Disney World guy? Are you a Disneyland guy?
Well, I haven't been to Disney World since I was 5, so it was 1975. So for me, my home park has always been Disneyland. And really, so I'm kind of an OG guy like that, and really, it's the only park that Walt actually kind of conceived. Well, I mean, he conceived Disney World too, but walked in. And so for me, I'll always probably lean towards Disneyland, but I can appreciate the other parks just as much. And so,
of course.
So,
speaking of Disneyland, I'm looking at this beautiful drawing you have of Sleeping Beauty's castle, the sun just peeking from beyond the Matterhorn, beautiful, what looks to be probably a sunset time of day. Is this something you actually sat in the park to draw or maybe took a photo?
We actually did that for D23 this last year, where we debuted it, and it's actually sunrise. So the sun is just coming up over the castle, over the Matterhorn.
My directions better.
Yeah, so over the Matterhorn. But yeah, we tried to make the most kind of romantic idea of the castle that I could. So you got the roses there in the garden. You got the swans, which aren't at Disneyland anymore because swans and guests don't mix together real well. Now we have more friendlier ducks.
And little babies all the time, little ducklings.
And then you've got the second start of the ride up in the corner, and there's even a hidden bushes in front. Yes, and you even got a hidden Mickey in there. So and I go through and I hand embellish all the gold castle accents one by one on those.
I just glanced down and saw Carolwood, and I was like, there's so much versatility in your work.
Thank you.
Very much so. Have you ever done the Walt's apartment tour?
I have not. I've been up to Walt's apartment, but I've never done the tour.
Yeah. So you have got to sit and kind of or stand in that space. Yes. You seem like a guy who would really appreciate kind of relishing in that moment.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've been fortunate in the time that I've been with the company to experience a lot of the history and good to go to a lot of places that are connected to Walt. And that's been surreal, and I really appreciate that. So, For me, it's just a huge fan of Walt and all he created and that legacy. Just to be kind of included is a big honor. So humbling.
Yeah, same. Yeah. That's exactly how all of us are.
Yeah.
Almost to the point that some people would call us Walt purists, but
yeah.
That's okay though. So rather than a ride, do you have a favorite place in the park that you tend to gravitate towards?
Well, it used to be before they closed it all off, it was the Court of Angels. I would go sit on the steps there. Yes. And now, of course, you can only go there if you're going to Club 33. Yes. But now, the last time we were at the park, we didn't actually even ride many attractions. We went and sat on the old motorboat launch for over there by the Small World, and it had lunch and just fed the ducks. And that was amazing because it was very quiet back there, and it was just unique. And I was like, either we're getting really old because we're old men sitting in the park feeding the ducks, or we're just, the idea of what the park is changing for us. So
you're learning to appreciate, the finer things in life.
Yes.
So, tidbit story about those stairs. My son, since he's now 24, he took his first steps there.
Oh, wow.
He walked for the first time.
Well, that's a good place to take
it is, right? And I'm so sad. One day I will get to Club 33, but he took his first steps. There's a picture of me like crouched down, and I have the infamous frozen lemonade that's so delicious. And I was sitting on the steps, and they captured that picture of him just like mid-step towards me. Yeah, so cool. So cool. Yeah. So where can we find you as far as like any social media outlets or maybe website?
Yeah, I'm all over the place. So there's my Instagram is at Observant View. I'm also on Twitter or X, whatever we're calling it these days, at Observant View. You can find me on Whatnot, Rick Law Art. We do live drawings sometimes on there. And then I'm on Facebook and, YouTube, Rick Law Studio, all the things. So it's pretty easy if you just Google me. It kind of takes you all around. So, yeah.
Well, thanks, Nick, for taking some time out, and we hope that you had a great time today. All right.
I appreciate being on. So have a great day, you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. MouseCon Bay Area 2023 is officially over. We are all spent. We all had a great time. I am here with the entire Walt's Apartment podcast family that is here, that was able to make it. Got Sean, Sam, Cole, myself, Alex, and then Alex's awesome wife, Addie's here, and our good friends and my lovely girlfriend, Courtney and Callie are here from Neverland Clubhouse. So let's what'd you guys do? I'll start with Cole.
I'm socially hungover already, and the day is it's not even over yet. I called Rick Law Nick Law. I had a really amazing day, but some fails in between.
Yeah, but I know you and Alex are like instant rock stars with what were we calling it? What's brewing?
What's brewing at MouseCon 2023? And the brew was good. The brew we pre-funked all the way into a super funky day here at the Concord Plaza Hotel. And I definitely had a blast. I'm still a little giddy right now, just moments before walking down here to wrap this up. I decided to shoot, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So I went to Nikita Kalame Harris, and I just wanted to tell her that her delivery of Pinja Again was one of the most memorable deliveries of a line. Such a simple line. And she said it to me. She said it in River. She said, Pinja Again. I'm melting right now.
That's magic.
And Sam had an awesome day as well. Tell us a little bit about what you had going on.
I got handed the DVD that I narrated with Joshua, so that was super exciting. New owner of an IMDb page, which is incredibly weird. I got to sit on the panel with Adventurous Ideas, got to talk about the project that I'm writing, what the writing process looks like for our audio dramas, hanging out with Darth Vader and Jerry from Theme Parkology, super cool. And I got to hear my voice narrating a trailer for Adventurous Ideas, so it was just an incredible experience to see the things that I've been working on come to fruition.
Had you heard that trailer before?
I had not.
And did you know they were going to play it here today?
I did know it was going to be played today, but I did not hear it with all of the other audio, and I just heard my audio when I sent it in.
That's awesome, because you see these moments and you hear the actors and stuff from Comic-Con and D23 talk about how they had not seen these trailers, and they're like sitting on the stage with the same excitement as all the crowd is. So it's cool to see that you had that moment as well.
Yeah, and I leaned over to Joshua and I was like, that's my voice. And he's like, no, it's not. I'm like, yes, it is. That's my voice.
Her face was freaking epic. I wish I would have recorded that moment, and I didn't know it was coming. And so all of a sudden I look up and I just see her, and I just wanted to like squeeze her. It was so good. It was such a moment.
And I have loved every second getting to hang out with y'all, because I don't get to see y'all, but it's been great meeting you guys. So
yes, this is awesome. And did you hear? You're like, it's a me. And of course, Courtney, Kelly, Neverland Clubhouse. How was your day?
Yeah, we've had a great time. I've lost my voice, so pardon that. We've had a great time hanging out with everyone as well. And we got to go to the Jeff Bam's Haunted Mansion panel, and he talked a lot about Rolly Crump
because he
and
did
the Candle
just pass
Man.
away, so.
Yeah. So we've had a great time, but I'm going to hand it to Courtney because I don't have a voice.
Yeah, so we've been like walking around. We Kelly got some ears, light up ears that were handmade. I got a bag that somebody handmade too. And then with the panels, Jeff Bam's panel on the Haunted Mansion is always very fun to see. Like she said, it was all about Rolly Crumb. And he was deep diving. He had gone to Garner Halt's gala the week before, so he had pictures from that. And then we did sit in on the Adventures Ideas panel and got to hear Sam's voice. I leaned over to Kelly. I was like, that's Sam's voice. Because
and I was like, no way, it's so low.
Yeah, no. Well, spoiler alert, she played a little bit for us last night. So I heard that one word and I was like, that's Sam. And then I sat and Joey came in and came in with me on Tony Anselmo's panel, which he basically did a Q&A, and people were just asking him, and he talks a lot about protecting Donald, and somebody asked him about making Donald his own and protecting the legacy of it, and he's like, I don't make it my own. I mimic Clarence Nash to a fault. He said, if I make it my own, I'm not doing that. I'm not protecting the legacy. And he got very sentimental about that. And he talked a lot about the Once Upon a Studio short film. He got to animate Donald on it as well as do the voice for Donald. And he said that he hadn't got to animate Donald in about 20 years. So it was really nice for him to be able to go back and do that because he didn't know if he would be able to do that again for him, or at least to clean it up. And he said he thought it came out very well, and that he thinks that CGI and 2D animation can coexist. And Once Upon a Studio was the culmination of that. So that was about our day. I didn't get to see the cosplay contest, but I heard the little Hatbox Ghost won. the little kid, the little Hatbox Ghost.
Oh, I was reading for Amber. No offense, Hatbox Ghost.
It's a child's division, though.
Yes.
I think so. I don't know. They didn't say who won the adults division. So.
I think we were having the best Taco Bell.
Yeah, we were
of
the best
our
Taco Bell.
life during that costume contest.
Yes.
Like,
I was so
yeah,
hungry,
starving.
That's for the patrons. Right now about that conversation.
Now I've had the Taco Bell time of my life.
Abby, anything that you enjoyed about today?
Yes, I had a lot of fun here today. Thank you for, inviting me.
You're in the family.
Including you. Invited me.
You're in the family.
You were voluntold.
I was voluntold that I was coming and sitting at the table.
I like that word. I'm going to use that again.
Very businessy. I enjoyed sitting at the table and talking with people and getting to talk a lot about this podcast and many other podcasts with folks. But I think my favorite thing was when we got to go and actually walk around at the vendors and see all the very cool, all creative. We bought like a whole bunch of old maps from different years at parks we've been to, which was
got some vintage MGM Studios and Magic Kingdom maps from 89 and 91. I bought shout out to the DU crew. Guess who just got 10 new postcards to send out?
Hey,
so DU crew, look out for those in the mail. I heard all our interviews, but the same person who made those handmade ears, Addie bought a planner. I bought Winnie the Pooh little golden book, so that's going to be my new podcast notebook. We both came away with some awesome art from the Robinsons, both Kayla and Matt.
yes, and we can't say what one of those are because it's a Christmas gift. So we'll have to make sure we have a chance to shout it out once it's been given.
And I loved how many people were at the table for raffle time.
Yes.
Like, can we just talk about how magical that was?
Yeah.
Like, people were legit. I was taking my burrito supreme to the face during that time, but
not a paid sponsor.
Yeah, not a paid sponsor. Again, Taco Bell, you were so good. But it was really magical seeing so many people so excited to win what we had to offer. And you were freaking adorable by, like, you were all ready. Yeah, already.
I tried to do a drum roll. I don't know if anyone could hear me, but I dedicated to it.
Yeah. So good. So good.
But I always love it here at MouseCon, but I'm going to echo Sam, just hanging out with everybody. I said it earlier in the intro, but one of the big highlights, too, was the Tony Anselmo. That was the only panel I went into. You guys all know he's my favorite. Donald is my favorite character, so I got to ask him a question. I asked, doing the voice for Donald, finding out, hey, we're doing this movie, Roger Rabbit. What was his thoughts about actually being voiced next to Daffy Duck, Mel Blanc? And he got sentimental because how iconic of a voice actor Mel Blanc. I always forget how to properly say it, but that was really cool. So, and I cut out a little early for that for our awesome raffle, which was worth it. But like she said, he taking ownership of it, being the fact that he loves the Legends of the Three Caballeros that a lot of people don't know.
Solid.
Check it out on Disney Plus. It's a great
Love
show.
it.
So,
Sam's favorite.
But no, this is a great time. This group makes me super excited for Bakersfield MouseCon in January. We're going to flip it around again.
D23 to celebrate your birthday.
Oh yeah, more on that later. So.
I mean, why we're planning.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I think we're going to end it there. Be sure to check everybody on their socials. Walt's Apartment Podcast for all these shows except Neverland Clubhouse
Yeah, we're
stream.
on the Skywalking Through Neverland Network, Skynet.
Yeah.
Yes, and I don't know if I'm echoing, but you mentioned how much fun it was doing the raffle. But thank you to everyone who came by, took the time to listen to us talk about our podcast. Follow us. Stay and come back for the free stuff we were giving away. And most of all, if you are hearing this right now, thank you for listening. We wouldn't be doing it if people weren't. Who am I kidding? Of course we would.
Yeah, you got jokes.
But we thank you very much for interacting with us and listening because, Disney is the reason we love it. And we know you love Disney as well. So when we get to have these interactions in person, it's the kind of, at least for me, the fire that drives me to want to continue to do this more.
Magic.
And shout out to the family, taking a line from Paint the Night. When can we do this again, huh?
Yes.
When can I see you again?
And one more shout out to Epidemic Ales for our awesome pre-funk.
Amazing.
Sure to become an annual thing.
Oh yeah, I'm having a Zombrew right when I get home.
Yeah, right on.
That was such a fun night. I'm
Yeah.
like, can we just take a minute? Yeah, the karaoke was off the hook, and the beer was even more amazing.
Yeah, and I think
The
if
vibe's
Lewis
so
was,
good.
if Lewis was here, shout out Lewis, he would say, "I love you guys" because this is such an awesome weekend.
we
So-
miss you.
My Magic
You probably
Kingdom
would.
map that I
I like you guys a lot.
got. The Magic Kingdom map has an ad for Oliver and Company.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's
Love that vintage.
well, love you guys, love you listeners, and can't wait to do this again.
Live Moss.
Switch on the sky and the stars glow for you. Go see the world cause it's all so brand new. Don't close your eyes cause your future's ready to shine. It's just a matter of time before we learn how to fly. Welcome to the rhythm of the night. There's something in the air you can't deny. It's been fun, but now I've got to go. Life is way too short to take it slow. But before I go and hit the road, I gotta know. Till then, when can we do this again? When can I see you again? When can we do this again? I gotta know. When can I see you again?
Joey forgot to ask me anything, so had a great time. Thank you all for coming, and thanks again. And we hope you enjoyed the view from Walt's apartment and the Disney Universe podcast.
DU-WAP.
DU-WAP.